All right, let me. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Anime Lunch Table, where we have a debate going on for the number two spot of the head nigga in charge in the anime lunch table room. Y'all, raise y'all glasses to the undisputed debate champion, Mr. Donald, top right,
Hey,
with his
hey, only
family.
wins, no losses. No losses.
Only wins, no losses. That's our
It
nigga.
ain't gonna
Change
start
your
today.
PTR. Oh my God. Change your PTR to Team Donald if y'all already know and believe that this nigga is going to school y'all once again. And his challenger, Spear, the nigga that knows everything about DC Comics. He does the movie reviews, he does the comic reviews, and my man B on the YouTube. Spear is going to represent Darkseid. He is the number one contender trying to come for Donald's Intercontinental Championship, and we're going to see who's going to take it. Donald got Dr. Doom. Spear has Darkseid. The E before the I in Darkseid. Don't make the same mistake that I did. So y'all just listen, sit back. We're going to start this show in 12 minutes. Hang up, and we're going to enjoy this show. Vote for Donald.
Wait. Let me say shout out. Thank you,
I
Pokemon.
know y'all like that,
You
right? Y'all like
know,
that. Spin was a joke.
yeah,
I ain't gonna lie,
But y'all
yeah.
that
like
was
that,
pretty
right?
good.
Y'all
That was
like that.
pretty
I
good.
think so.
That was okay.
Can I just say that when we do our debates, can I be that person?
Hey, you,
Like I could do the
yeah,
voice
yeah.
now.
That, I
I
mean, it
could do
wasn't
the
sexy
voice.
enough, but yeah, you can do it. Yeah, I believe in you.
Oh my. Let us introduce the top 10. Hey y'all, I need a list of the top 10. What's the list of the top
It's in
10?
the Discord. If you go all the way down, it shows you.
All right. Buckle up. This gonna be a wild ride.
You so crazy. Why you doing this? Hey, where Max at, man?
Just want
Is
to
that
tell
your attempt to
y'all.
be sexy?
It,
Is that your
Yeah,
radio attempt
yeah,
that's
right
the
that's
now?
my
funny part.
that's my smooth jazz 95.9. Yeah, that's my joint.
Yo,
Where you play the little boom 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 boom. Yeah.
hey Yuki, is, is
Hey,
that
you know,
is that
Pokemon
Doom
remind
your
me of.
PTR? Hold on, is that Doom your PTR, Yuki?
Yeah, that's
Yep,
when
yep.
Tony Stark was Doom.
So, hey,
I'm not
Donald,
done with
have
my
you seen?
introduction.
Hey, Donald, have you seen Misfits, Demon of the Misfits Academy?
Bro, I'm not even done with my introduction, bro.
Yeah, I saw season one. I didn't
You,
watch season two yet.
you know the girl that ain't got no sex appeal.
But that's still married with children, happily married.
I
Oh,
don't remember
okay.
her.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
The girl, it is that little ugly girl, the one with the nose
Oh
not,
my
and she like the
gosh.
main character, the blue hair. Okay, never mind.
Okay. While y'all wait, we gonna introduce ourselves. We got Big Back Crunchy on the top
And I do
left.
break
We
backs. I
got
break
Lord.
all the women
We
backs. Keep
get
going.
we got Lord Vale in the middle, our number three. We got Donald. We got Donald, as people call him, Daddy Donald.
They call them.
As they call him, Daddy Donald, the undisputed champion at number two.
He got a bunch of
You have
kids.
your you have yours truly, Pokemon Master, at number one. We have Bubbles at number insert number here. We have Spear, who's trying to get his number.
Why you
We have
hating?
I don't know. He
I
trying to
know,
get his
like a
number.
I
serious
see
hater,
hating
bro.
going
I said
on.
he's trying to get his. Hold on,
Spirit
wait.
in
I
the
said he.
top 10.
First of all, did I not? Oh, I didn't know Spear was in the top 10. I'm sorry.
How you
She
gonna
just
challenge?
upset. No. She it's cool, Crunch. She just upset because after I beat Donald today, I'm coming
There you
after her.
go.
That's
Yeah,
okay. Keep
yeah.
going.
Oh, oh yeah, I'm super scared,
She's shaking.
shaking in
She's
my
shaking like
boots.
Curly the Cowardly Dog because she is a hater.
Yes, yes, I am. Stupid dog.
Little ass sexy voice.
And then we got Yuki on the beat. Thank you, Yuki. We really appreciate that. We got Robin making his comeback. I see him keep coming in this room like that. I see you, Robin. We got CJ. CJ, no way, CJ coming in there. Can't wait to hear you laugh, boy. We
Hilarious.
got Evie in here. Very beautiful, clear skin. I see you, boo. Light skin queen
Hey,
over
she
there.
is licensed.
We got
Light skin gang. Shout out to the light
Oh
we
skins.
Lord.
we we got Joe biting that bottom lip. Why you doing that, boy? We got Greg with the three of them dogs. Big dog Greg, I see you. We got Slime with the lime wire. Y'all know about that lime wire. And we got a cat in the goo.
Hey man, the debate starts in 8 minutes.
Hey, we she sound like she a little drunk though when she be
She do
talking.
sound crazy
Bro,
as a
listen,
word.
I'm
Why that nigga gotta be
crying.
She sound
biting
like
his
she done drunk
lips?
some moonshine. She sound like she drunk some
Yes,
He said, "Why
moonshine.
keep biting his
Joe
lip?"
is Joe not biting his lip? Does Greg not got the top three big dogs in the world
That's
in
crazy.
their PTR? Like, bro, them the big dogs. Stop playing my man Bluey
And they all
and
crippin'
Bluey.
too. That's crazy.
I ain't gonna
Exactly.
lie.
Like, stop playing.
I'll
Like,
put
Greg got the top three big dogs.
Clifford over the one to the right. Stop playing.
Hey, stop. You must not know who Bluey is.
Clifford?
Nobody cares about Clifford no more.
You sound like them folks in the 70s.
I'm
She
trying to
sound like she
sound
about to
like
say,
somebody from the
you understand what I'm
90s.
saying, Jack? You understand, Jack?
I'm just saying, I'm a smooth criminal.
Smooth operator.
We talk about anime here. We talk about, as you see, Marvel versus DC here. They try to talk about basketball, but you know these some anime niggas. But these ain't the chopped lip anime niggas. These the real anime niggas.
Definitely
These
not.
the
My lips
Take the
these
knickknack
on
Negro.
point.
these the take your girl and slap you while I take your girl type anime niggas. We don't wear no Jordan mids around here, either highs or lows.
Hilarious.
Right, I'm done. Oh, hold on. Introducing the queen of anime lunch table. We got Bubbles, and there go Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Baby,
I ain't like that voice
they
switch.
they doing a debate, Darkseid versus Doctor Doom.
That
He
voice
said,
change
"Big
was
Rock
scary.
Jackson." Hey,
I thought I was getting fussed at for a minute. Where my nigga Max at? Hold on.
Nigga, who actually looks for Mac? That nigga just appears.
Justin, the Attack on Titan movie, has announced that it will be able to be streamed February 10th in the United States and Canada.
Is this like going on? I heard they creating a new Attack on Titan or something. Is that true?
I don't know, fatness. Can you tell me?
Why are we doing this? See, when you say it's not about you, I knew you love attention.
yeah. I think it's about when everything, life right before everything gets blown up again.
So before we get started, you know, I want to know who's everybody going for? Like Donald or Spear? I'm curious. That's all. Who is everybody rooting for?
No offense to Donald, but I'm starting to root for Spear.
You see my PTR, so
Nah, I'm been on an underdog. I'm been on an underdog. Fuck that.
right.
I'm rooting for the truth. I'm just rooting for honesty. You know what I mean? Like you just can't deny facts. You see my PTR too.
Thank you, Joe.
What's we need fact checkers because I know Donald said he wanted fact checkers. So who's gonna be?
I tried to get the antisocial nigga nerds to do it, but he's so hard headed. That's a hard headed ass nigga. So he
What
ain't
he
want to
say?
do it. He ain't
I ain't
say
gonna lie.
nothing.
I
He,
thought
I'm
Durs
trying to
changed
sound.
since he
I'm
went
trying to
back.
look
That nigga still
surprised.
annoying.
Man, he tweaking. He tweaking. That's his problem. He tweaking.
Wait,
Yeah, that nigga.
already?
I thought that nigga changed. That nigga still aggravating. Every day I go in here once once again.
All
Bro, he
right,
really
y'all.
needs
It's
some
it's
pussy
it's
though. But let's go.
it's it's it's, it's 2:15, y'all. So the people that's not a debate, I'm not moving you down because I don't like you. It just we just moving everybody down. We gonna put the people in the debate and the judges. That's it.
I'm a
Duh,
judge, nigga. Don't put me down, bitch.
nigga. I meant to give you a mod. You are the top 10 nigga in the room.
You tell me. Why do bubbles got a beam?
She number 7.
Oh shit! I thought you was still top 25. Go.
Top
All right,
25 is
bubbles. Go
crazy.
ahead.
So, hey, you going to turn the music off. All right, y'all. Everybody mute up too, so it won't be nobody disturbing nobody when they get to going. Um, welcome to Anime Lunch Table Debate. This is part of the ranking game system. The game that I made where the top 10 people can compete with each other in the room. You can always be part of the ranking system for the people who not in it. 4 through 10, you can challenge them to get on the board. But if you want to challenge the top 3 people, you have to be on the board. Um, shout out to Donald. Shout out to Spear. I know this is going to be an amazing match. I hope both of y'all do well. So this how we gonna start. This how the structure of the debate gonna go. We got 3 categories: depth, the most evil plan, and the most chaotic. Um, we're gonna do 3 rounds apiece. The first round is you describing the person and why they is more depth or more chaotic. The second round, you are able to describe your talking points either more or attack the other person's talking point. And the third round is gonna be the rebuttal. Donald and Spirit, y'all understand that?
Repeat the repeat what the first round's R point, second round is to read is to attack the other point, and the third round's rebuttal.
Yeah. So if you want to attack the person's during your second round, that's your choice. You attack the other person, or you can go more in depth into your character if you want to. In between, that's how you want to do it. That's between how y'all want to do it. And the third round is the rebuttal. Now, if you want to go past the third round and do another rebuttal on it, then that's something you have to pick up with the judges, or y'all two can agree on it. But do y'all understand the structure of the debate?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes, I understand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, before the debate to start, if y'all want to do an intro, we can do an intro, and then we can get started with the debate. Before we do, we're going to have to do a coin toss to see who will go first. Let me see.
Question:
Yes, sir.
since I've made so many concessions on this, can I just go ahead and say who's first?
You know what? You did. that is true.
I'm so sorry,
Spirit,
gentlemen.
hold on,
Before y'all
Spirit.
get started,
Wait,
how
hold on, CJ. Spirit, are you okay with that?
Sure, why
All
not?
right, bet. CJ, what you were gonna say?
how are we handling the fact checking? Like, how does that get brought up, or even like, how do we get somebody to do
So with the fact checking, we'll just have to, since we don't have no true fact checkers, we'll just when people listen to the replays, we'll just have to, that's how they gonna go with their own. The judges are gonna have to fact check their own. Well, what these two people talk about, and then that's how they gonna vote. How you gonna vote on that part? Cause I don't have no fact checkers now, so
Well, no, I
that's
was
the
just
only way
saying,
I can think about.
like if one of the people are going up and like let's say Spears talking to Donald wants to fact check, do we like he gonna call out a fact check while he's going, and then somebody will independently go do it,
Exactly.
or I'm just like, and
Well,
I'm
well,
not so
but
much for
this
like the replays, but real
no,
time.
I get that. It just since we don't have no fact checker, I don't unless you want to be a fact checker, then can you able to type and do what you need, then that'll be cool
Yeah,
if
I
you want to
mean,
do that.
shit, I'll do my best. Just one of y'all let me know if y'all need a fact check. We'll work it
All
out like
right,
that. I'll
I'm
do what I
fine
can
with
do.
CJ being a fact checker for both
okay,
of
that's
us.
cool. Speak, y'all good?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
All
yeah, yeah,
right,
yeah,
bet,
yeah.
bet. Okay, so CJ gonna be the fact checker for real life
I
time,
accept
so
Cash App and Zelle.
hilarious. Um, so Donald, who you going? What you want to do? You want to go first, or you want Spirit to go first?
Spear can go first. But he can start with his intro. I know you want to do a little intro music
All right.
before.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you how the category gonna go. All three, how the three lists gonna go. If we gonna do depth, most evil plan, then chaotic. Who the most chaotic? Okay, depth, most evil plan, chaotic. Okay, y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I actually had a screaming
No,
baby
no,
in
I
here.
get that.
My wife just took him. What what order are we going in
Depth,
for depth?
most evil plan,
All
chaotic.
right, bet.
Okay, all right. So I'm just here just to talk shit, really. So now, you can go ahead and start with your intro, Spear. And then Donna do his intro, and then we gonna get to round one with the depth. Let's go.
You can play your theme music now, Donna, and I hope you got your shirt on.
Trying to get purpose, my chains in your chain. Sprint a Motorola, no service out in your range. Got a tunnel for better reason, nice to get to be. On the pressure you were blind, it's time to ease off before
Let's
I
go,
hit the
Donald.
line.
Let's
Taking
go.
this
Let's
thing off,
go.
that's blood, sweet, lost. It's hard to bleed, lost. Don't be lying. Pride, suck at the best of lost, cause you act back. Your whole label is brand matter of fact.
And that's what this debate is about today. Who is number one? And I'm not talking about between me and Spear. I'm talking about our actual characters. There's one. Both creators were Titans, created by actually a hand with the same legend, Jack Kirby. But Jack Kirby Out of his two sons, Pope picked one to invest in more and left one on the wayside. So as we go through this, as we go through death, chaos, evil plan, you're gonna see that Jack Kirby picked the right one when he picked Doom. When Jack Kirby picked Doom to be his son, the number one son, you're gonna see why. And you're gonna see why his name has been infamous, not only in Marvel, but in all comic book industry. Who's greater than Doom?
Wow. You forgot to mention that Darkseid, Jack Kirby created such a poignant character, an infinite character, a character that's an ideal, not a concept. Doom is an ideal that, well, let's just say he was hopeful for. But he put most of his time in developing Darkseid, a villain that's infinite. He's not ideal. He's a whole concept. I just land with that.
All right.
So
All
how
right,
y'all want to do it, bro?
all right, y'all. So, all right, now if you finna come to the 5 feet. All right, okay. All right, number one. All right, all right, y'all. All right, look. All right, y'all. Let's go. Round one. The first subject is dealt. Round one. Let's go.
All right, so let me start out with saying that Darkseid is like the ultimate villain. I just start out with that. His depth. Darkseid originated known as Eunice, was born in the royal family of Apocalyptic, a brutal war-torn planet. From a young age, Eunice, aka Darkseid, was ambitious and power hungry. He betrayed his own family to seize control of the Omega Force, which transformed into the godlike being known as Darkseid. This act of betrayal and subsequent rise to power set the tone of his ruthless nature. Growing in such a harsh environment shaped Darkseid's worldview. Apocalyptic, apocalyptic is a place where only the strongest survives, and the survival of the fittest mentality influenced Darkseid belief that power and control are the ultimate goals. His experience on apocalyptic taught him that compassion and mercy are for the weak, leading him to adopt a philosophy where the ends always justify the means. Darkseid quest for anti-life equation, a formula that will allow him to control all sentient beings, is driven by his desire to impose his vision of order on the universe. He genuinely believes that by eliminating free will, he can create a perfect, unchanged society. This belief is rooted in his early experience on Apocalyptic, where chaos and conflict were the norms, and he saw control as his only path to stability. His backstory, though, the backstory, his complex relationship with his family, Darkseid portrayed his own brother Drax to gain an Omega Force, and his tumultuous relationship with his son Orin, adding to the layer of his character. These familiar conflicts highlight his willingness to sacrifice personal relationship for power and further emphasize his ruthless nature. So Darkseid backstory is a blend of betrayal, ambition, and harsh upbringing. Some of us can identify with this. These elements combine to create a character who is not just a villain, but a tragic figure shaped by his environment and his experience. His journey from Eunice to Darkseid is a testament to how power can corrupt and how a desire for order can lead to tyrant. Darkseid character is shaped by several key events beyond his initial rise to power. One major event is his ongoing conflict with New Genesis, the sister planet of Apocalyptic. The contrast war between these two worlds, led by Darkseid, High Father respectfully, his deep influence Darkseid tactics, and his ruthless pursuit of dominance. The war represents eternal struggle between good and evil, order and chaos. It is a big part of what drives drives Darkseid. Another significant event that packed his mane with High Father to exchange his son, Orin and Scott Free, aka Mr. Miracle, if some of you know him or not, as a peace treaty. The act of trading his own son for political gain showed the extent of his ruthlessness and willingness to sacrifice personal ties for power. Orin eventually rebelled against Darkseid, adding another layer of complexity as his pit father against son in a battle of ideology. And lastly, his numerous encounters with superheroes like Superman and the Justice League have also shaped him. The battle highlight his resilience and adaptability as he consistently evolves his strategy to overcome his adversaries. These events that I'm telling y'all combine his harsh upbringing and initial betrayal, creating a character who is complex, driven, and deeply influenced by his experience. And that's all I got to say about Darkseid.
All right. Hey, that was good, cuz. All right, bet. Yeah, hey, Donald, what you got, man? It's on you. Round
Victor
one.
Von Doom. Born in a Romanian refugee camp right outside Liberia, he was born to a mother, and unfortunately, his mother got taken away from him by Mephisto, which is Marvel's equivalent to the devil. Um, his father was then later killed afterwards, just trying to keep him warm, and died in the cold. But none of this stopped Victor Von Doom, this poor refugee, from excelling. This man just focused on growing his craft, learning machinery, learning sorcery, increasing his intelligence, and it landed him a complete full ride scholarship to Empire State University, where he met what would soon would be the adversary relationship of Reed Richards. During that time, while Reed was sending his family off into the galaxy to get hit with cosmic rays and get powers, Victor Von Doom was in his dorm room creating a portal of hell so he can go down to Mephisto and be like, hey, look, we got two options. Either you gonna make a bargain with me or you gonna run them hands. Unfortunately, that actually exploded in his face, which actually scarred his face. After being kicked out of Empire State, he went back, he went to visit some monks to have him help him create a suit of armor, which he put the mask on a little too early, and that permanently scarred his face because it seared it. But he took all of that knowledge that he had grown and been an intellectual, became one of the smartest men on earth, and actually dethroned the king of Latveria, which then he started to rule himself. Doom wants what Doom wants. Everything he touches, he manifests. And the only thing that actually hinders Doom in the most times is his ego. Not striving for just one goal, he strives for many. Whether it's taking over the world, stopping a disaster, or becoming God himself. When he achieves these things, he achieves it. So much that every Marvel superhero team with any populace must face Doom in some way. Whether it's the Avengers, Fantastic Four, X-Men, shoot, even the Power Pack, which is a lesser known group of superheroes, and the Runaways have to face off the Doom. It's almost to the point you can't be an official superhero group or a real superhero unless you face Doom himself. And that's the kind of credibility, that's the kind of populace that he has around his name. You gotta go through Doom. And Doom's gonna give it to you every time. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So, hey, this round two. Do what you do. Let's go.
So we were talking about the evil plans.
No, depth. You got round two to either the slander the person or anything he talking about or whatever y'all want to do from there, and then rebuttal, and then go from there.
I go with rebuttal. So my argument with Doom is his plans are mostly earthbound, while Darkseid plans affect the entire multiverse. Doom's greatest accomplishments, like conquering Lavira, plane in comparison to Darkseid controlling an entire planet. Darkseid's scale is immersive. If you read various of Fantastic Four comics, you see Doom plans are mostly Earth. Darkseid is a whole damn universe. So how can you compare the two?
All right.
So,
Yeah, go
is
ahead,
it my
Dom.
time? Okay.
Yeah,
So
yes, sir.
mostly when we talking about depth, we're actually talking about the complexity of things. How the character feels, like what motivates him, what drives him. Unfortunately, with the way Darkseid is, his only drive is the anti-life equation, and his backstory is just Hamlet, just the portrayal of a brother. Like there is no complexity, there is no originality to Doom or to Darkseid. But when it comes to Doom, this is a self-made man that grew and went through trials and tribulations to achieve what he's achieved, and has scaled up, up, up to the point where we've seen him become God. We saw him become God Doom in Secret Wars 2015. We've seen him take over a universe. We've seen him destroy a universe. So to say that someone is only at a earthbound level, I don't know. I don't know if that really defines depth, which is the complexity, the originality, the thoughts, the history. Everything about Doom, its history, so forth, it's all original. It's all depth. What motivates him to go against the devil because it stole his mother? What motivates him to have his rivalry with Reed Richards, to be known as one of the smartest men, to know that he can make a world perfect as long as it's under his hands, and the complexity of understanding how he does it through his actions is what Doom is best known for. And unfortunately, because we only see Darkseid when it's a one or two event, cosmic event, and most of the time it's not even his goddamn plan. He's just there. It makes him a force, but doesn't really give him depth. So when we're talking about depth, complexity, history, I think the obvious choice is Doom.
Hmm. I'm so glad that you brung up his mother. When you talk about depth, a depth of a character, what makes Darkseid a way better villain is that he has no emotional attachments. Your boy got an emotional attachment to his mother, and his desire to for validation weaken him. Remember, I'm sure you remember, Donald. His deal with Manifesto often backfires, showing his emotional vulnerability. Trying to get the words out. Darkseid has no emotional ties. He has nothing. So when you talk about depth, you talk about a character that has so much depth because unlike Doom, he dealt with tragedy. He dealt with loss. He dealt with so many other things, backstab, which makes him such a compelling character. I haven't heard much from Doom other than he has mom issues. But when you talking about a villain who has no weaknesses but has plenty of depth and lost everything, there's no comparison. So is there any depth to Doom other than that he's a tech savvy person that tries to rule the world and really he's just chasing after one man that stretches out a lot in a really tight outfit? I don't think so. I really don't. And I land with that.
All right, all right. So I'm ask y'all this: y'all want to go some more on this, or y'all want to go ahead and move on to the next category?
We can do one more. We can do the third round.
You want to do the third? All right, let's go.
Wait. Was that the second round?
Well, I thought that was the third because he did kind of came on in, so that's why I just
Was the third round,
Yeah.
and
yeah,
Donald
So I
is
need
the
to
last
go for my
person.
third
yeah.
round.
There you
Okay.
go. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he just came right on in with it after you. So I just yeah.
So unfortunately, Death does mean more than just I'm evil. It means, complex emotions. It means, history, structure. And I'm a little sad that you don't actually talk about Darkseid's complex history. Like, you're saying this person doesn't have emotion when his first wife was killed because he had too much emotion. Yulu, who gave birth to Kalibak, was the love of his life. And Darkseid's mother said, yo, we need to kill that noise, kill that bitch. Kill that bitch now. And had Darkseid poison her. Like, to ignore the death of a character because they are emotionless does not mean depth. It takes away from it. So if you just see Darkseid as just this unemotional being without understanding his history and how he even got there, and coincided with how Doom got there. Doom, he has parent issues. Most of our supervillains and superheroes have parental issues because that's why we love them. They brings out depth in character. What motivates someone to keep going, to keep pushing, to keep being the best? There's a reason why there's a short list of niggas you don't want to fuck with, and Doom is one of them. And when it comes to Darkseid, you're leaving out his depth. Just saying he's a brick wall. That's not complexity. But what Doom is, what he goes through, how he achieves things, is his complexity. Hence his depth.
Hmm.
Okay. All right, y'all. So since the third round over with, I just want to say before we move on to evil plan, do y'all want to go around one more round and that'll be it, or you want to go ahead and go to the next category?
I want to rebuttal that statement
Okay.
about how did it,
Okay.
yeah.
So this
So
this the last round, y'all. So let's go.
So you understand, he can rebuttal, I can rebuttal
Yes.
right
Yes.
back,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's the
You
round.
you you you
Okay.
ending it.
I just
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
make sure.
Donald gonna end it. And we going to evil plan after Donald. Go ahead, Spear.
all right, you said a couple key things. You said that his mother killed his wife, and that is 100% true. She did it for the betterment for him because you can't grow into being the ultimate power that you should be if you have a weakness. I think when it comes to villains, they shouldn't have a weakness. Y'all remember in the Penguin, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, at the end of that show, Penguin kills off his weakness because he saw having family or having anything to love is a weakness, and it keeps you from ascension. Doom, the depth of his character, that's plenty of weakness, which why his plans always fails. Yes, he has great plans, absolutely, but he can never ascend. I don't remember Doom owning the planet. I don't remember him having any type of emotional ties. That stuff you're talking about, that does to me, that doesn't make a villain. That doesn't make a depth of a character. That shows a weakness of a character. So, and by the way, I didn't bring that up, whether or not you heard me, about his mother killing his wife, his first love. So, yeah, I let him with that.
All
All
right,
right, so
Donald.
cool. Yeah, we can hit the replays because I definitely didn't hear that when you were talking about depth. But yeah, the whole weakness, like when we were writing stories, we write things that make sense. If Darkseid has no weaknesses, why do he keep losing? What? Why? That makes an uninteresting character. If he's losing for no reason. But Doom, we understand. We get him. We relate to him. We strive to be him. To the point where we write other characters to make sure they're not him. When they introduced Ironheart, back in 2000, I want to say 2016, 17. And y'all can fact check me on that. They literally introduced her and they said, "Yo, this is a intelligence level that will tell that she can be the next Doctor Doom." This nigga is a verb. This nigga is an adjective. And because they understand complexity, which then you can relate to other characters. But to say that weakness is not complexity, then please explain why. If you can later on, because this is the end of it. Explain why he keep losing. Unless it's just plot armor, which we get bored of that too.
Oh, okay. Dang. All right, y'all. It is getting kind of hot in here now, boy. Nah. All right, look, we at the we going to the next category, and that is
Hey, it's getting
evil
hot in here. I
plan.
need to take my jacket off.
This man
Take
right
my
here.
jacket.
So evil plan. All right. So a spirit. Let's go.
My bad. I was on the fritz. My bad. Ah, Darkseid evil plans. Darkseid, in my opinion, when it comes to his plans, are not only operating. Let me get my thoughts together. That text message messed me up. All right. Darkseid ultimate objective is the anti-life equation, right? He wants to take over the world and manipulate others to bow down to his plans. Him ruling the universe. If you go and look at Final Crisis, the one that Grant Morrison wrote in 2008, Darkseid successfully wielded the world to the anti-life equation and had everybody bow down. His most evil plan usually works all the time. Every time. Why this he said Doom, he said Darkseid fails, but tell me why he destroyed Earth 2 completely. He basically did a Thanos move, but he did what Thanos couldn't do. He took out the whole universe. His plans on anti-life equation and destroying free will, to me, is the most evil, diabolical thing that you could think of. It goes beyond measures that anything that any villain could ever done, and he has accomplished it. I think Darkseid, to me, when it comes to evil plans and how he captured those evil plans, if you go back, like I said, Final Crisis, and also him controlling certain superheroes too, and being able to do that with the Omega Beam, you can't find a better villain that can do that and lay out his evil plans and win it. So that's my thing on Darkseid and his evil plans.
All right. All right. Let's go. Donald, what you got?
So when I think of like the most evil plan Doctor Doom come up, I reamed across several ideas. I was like, do I talk about the time he took over Wakanda and stole all the vibranium? Nah. Do I talk about the time he went to another universe and his doppelganger in that universe like had a utopia? Everything was perfect, and he made fun of Doom's outfit. Like, man, why are you still in that old steel garbage can looking motherfucker? And you know what Doom did? He's like, I'm just going to destroy this universe, and he did that. Destroyed that universe. No, I'm not going to use any of those. I'm actually going to use the time he became God. During the incursions, during right before Secret Wars, um, universes were colliding and destroying each other. Doom, Doctor Strange, and Molecule Man had to team up to find a way to stop all this. Doom had the plan. His plan was, all right, we're going to stop this by harnessing the power of the Beyonders. And when he got there, thinking that it was going to be all upsy daisy, we're going to do this together as a team for the good, Doom's like, nah, this is all mine. Stole all the power of the Beyonders. Now he is God Doom. And what God Doom does, he decides to take all the universes and make one world called Battle World where they all coincide together. You think it's utopia, but unfortunately, he's pretty much has everything under his grip, and it takes the might of several heroes to oppose him in some way, shape, or form. But this was the most evil plan because he took something, power, gave people somewhat what they wanted, and made them give up their free will. But that's the thing, you had to give up your free will. And that's one of the things that's like the most important. That's what every superhero most of the time fights for, to some degree, is the right to choose. Doom held that, said, I will give you a perfect world if you give up your right to choose and just follow and take the knee. And he willed that power to the point where Thanos came and stepped on him, he took his spine out. To the point where Hulk, Thor's can't match him. He is God Doom at this point, God Emperor Doom. And he gave everyone what they wanted, but they had to give up their most cherished possession. And that's what true evil really is. Make that person give up their cherished possession. Doom did that. He achieved it. And it took them to give up that perfect life to get their free will back, which puts them in a double lose-lose situation. Either we have a perfect life and we give up free will, or we give up free will and we don't have a perfect life. That's how you be a true villain, is make them lose. And that's what he did.
All right, y'all. This round two. Spirit, is your go.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. And going back to what I was saying about Doom earlier, about how often he's ambitious, Doom's ambitions lack gardening of the universal domination. Why? His focus on Lavater limits his global impact. And like just his focus on that lacks that lacks everything. So when you talk about like all the stuff Doom accomplished with his evil plans, but you seem to fail to realize that every plan that he has have always fell down. I haven't heard not one time Doom hold a universe for that long. Darkseid still have apocalyptic to this day. I hear Doom lose a lot of his. He lost his planet, and his plans always fall through. If you need an example, go check out Avengers: The Child Crusade, 2010. Doom got defeated by a bunch of young heroes, not the old heads. So I land with that.
All right, Donald.
All right, well, I'm still waiting for you to pick a plan. Like the two examples you gave me, which one are you going to use? You going to use Final Crisis, or are you going to use Earth 2? Because each one of them, you haven't laid out the plan, what he did. You just told me what his goal was, anti-life equation. Well, let me help you real quick. Final Crisis, he doesn't win. He gets shot by Batman. He doesn't even kill Batman in the process. He teleports him into time. How'd that plan go? Earth 2, he doesn't get the Earth anti-life equation, just destroys Earth. Yeah, he keeps Apocalypse. Just like Doom keeps Liberia. Like what we're talking about, who actually like has a plan and does it. Darkseid don't even come up with his own plans. That's the side. If you wanna say who had the better plan, you should have picked the side at that case. Because you ain't picked Darkseid ain't come with them plans yet. And I'm waiting for you to tell me which plan you actually gonna use. I land there.
All right, go ahead, Spirit.
I use Earth 2 because Earth 2 his plan actually went through. That's a plan that really went through with that. And then you also fail to mention like when it comes to like manipulating people with his plans, like Superman. You remember Superman? He took control over for a little minute because Superman weakness was Lois. He took over him and had him bend to his will. Of course, Superman got out of it and ended up winning. But at the end of the day, Darkseid can manipulate anybody to his will, and that's plan. His plans always usually work on that. So Earth 2, I'm sticking with that. He took over, he killed the Earth, and that was that on that.
All right, Donald, let's go.
Okay, so we're good. I'm glad you actually picked a plan. Um, because you told me his plan, his goal was anti-life equation. He didn't get that. He just destroyed the Earth. Great. All the heroes and people survived. Went to another planet, came back, ran the ones, and he beat. He got beat with rookie superheroes. They had to regroup and rebuild. And you telling me this was a plan that was executed very well? You didn't get the goal. You didn't keep the goal. You never touched it. And even the heroes that you got beat by were newbies. And you bring up Children's Crusade, which is a lovely book. Please read that. Wanda is in the helms of Doctor Doom. He's about to marry her. He's about to have all this chaotic power, magic at his hands. But the children, the sons of Wanda Scarlet Witch, come and bring her back to her senses. It was a great story. But that's the thing. There's complexity. There's goals. And unfortunately, when we come to these talking points on superhero genres, we want the good guy to win. We do. Now, the question is, which one loses truly? And that's why I give it to God Emperor Doom. I give you two choices: a perfect life or free will. You choose. But either way, you lose at the end. Unfortunately, in your plan, there's a win. There's a camaraderie. There's a victory. Doom's plan, they don't win because they have to give up something that's precious to them in their choice.
You talk about Doom,
Just
Darkseid
round
losing
three.
to yeah. You talk about Doom, Darkseid losing to the Young Justice League. I heard you say that, but then you failed to mention how Doom got defeated by Squirrel Girl in 2015. Let's not forget, Doom attempted to defeat Squirrel Girl and invade Earth. Dude underestimated his opponent. Keyword, underestimated his opponent, and was defeated in an embarrassment fashion. So when you talk about that, you fail to mention about how Darkseid aimed to conquer Earth by sending his forces to boom the tubes, and it was executed well. His armies flooded the planet, overwhelming Earth's defenses. The Justice League only formed out of desperate response. Although ultimately repelled Darkseid to come closer than any villain to subject Earth, Darkseid won with sheer force, combining his generals and advanced technology, and the conquest was nearly unstoppable. So that evil plan right there, compared to your guy losing to the Squirrel Girl, I don't know, Jack. And I land with it.
Damn, I thought Spear was a comic reader. My bad. I didn't know you weren't. My apologies. Let me buy you a couple issues so you can catch up. The unbeatable Squirrel Girl. She's unbeat everybody, including Darkseid's clone. What do we? I thought you were a reader like me, my boy. That's a. They call that unforeseeable. Like everyone's like, yo, don't fuck with Squirrel Girl. She'll fuck you up. Wolverine, like, nah, I don't want to fuck with her, man. Galactus came up and was like, yo, let me run the ones, and Squirrel Girl handed him his ass. Thanos got his ass handed. That's not a diss. That's a badge of armor at this point. You lost to Squirrel Girl. Okay, here's your badge. Here's your trophy. Because you couldn't beat her. So what's Darkseid's excuse? You're telling me this man has no weaknesses. Why his plans ain't coming through? Oh, because he has no depth? Oh, because his going for anti-life equations kind of meaningless. Like what? Trying to take over all sentient life to do what? Just to have sentient life? He doesn't even try to tell you what he's gonna do with it. He just wants to have it. Great. You've shown one of the qualities of evil, greed. You show me boring qualities. When are you going to show me some depth? When are you going to show me some actual evil? You're the embodiment. You're supposed to be the embodiment. Give me something, Darkseid. Doom, these are evil plans. But he's not an embodiment of evil. He just chooses to be evil. And I think when you have choice, choosing to be something actually prevails more than being brainwashed into it.
All right. So y'all want to do another rebuttal? Or we gonna go on to the next category? What y'all
Before y'all
got?
go on, I like this Donald, and I like this Spear. I like this. I like this back
Hey,
and
nah,
forth
hey,
because
it's
this
getting
is
deep.
this
It's
is
getting money in the bag, which I don't know. What's up, Spear?
we're gonna see, but I know I'm gonna protect it. That's all I'm saying.
Oh God, oh God, oh God. Yes, Donald, I realize Squirrel Girl is unthinkable. That's cool that you mentioned. Remember, she beat all his clones, including the main person. Yeah, and I remember you saying that Doom uh beat Wakanda and took the vibranium, but you failed to mention that Black Panther outsmarted Doom by rendering all his vibranium inheritance and foiling his plan entirely. Doom's reliance on external resources make him vulnerable. Darkseid power ensures plans are less dependent on outside factors. He is less dependent on outside factors. Let's talk about that for a minute. In New Gods, Darkseid orchestrated a series of events to eliminate the New Gods, consolidating all the power for himself. Through manipulation and betrayal, Darkseid set in motion the destruction of New Genesis. And a result of it, most of the New Gods were destroyed, leaving Darkseid as one of the last standing, increasing the power and influence in the multiverse. And why did that work? Because Darkseid manipulation is brilliant. Brilliant. Allowing him to achieve the goal without directly confrontating until he was ready. And if y'all need references, go read the New Gods. Yeah, I had to go pick it back to that Black Panther thing that you said earlier. Because he lost that one. His plan didn't go through.
All right, this the last time. So gonna let's end it.
Yeah. Yes, they lost. That's kind of the point of most of these comic stories is written. We want to see the good guy win. Hence Darkseid gets beat. Hence Doom gets beat. Yes, this happens. Um, and honestly, if this was like a conversation of who's more powerful, phew, let me bow down and give you that. Yeah, this isn't that though. This is most evil. This is the most evil plan. And you can't even really lay out the groundwork on how he does anything. Why actually lay out some stuff? This is what step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Step 5. How the heroes lose. That's what adds complexity. Now again, I hate saying this word depth. But when it comes to evil, now this is choosing evil. Choosing evil, and he chooses evil because he thinks it's for the greater good. That's diabolical. Versus, well, you just telling me this guy's just the embodiment. Even the whole, oh yeah, he used manipulation and how did he start? Who did he talk to first? What did he do? What was the step? Nah, well, I'm waiting for some details because you're a comic book reader, man. Unless you still need me to buy you a couple issues, I got some in my garage. You can swing on by. We can crack open some seals and we can read them together. But as far as Doom, most evil plan, it was Die Emperor Doom taking over and making them lose, making them feel helpless at the end because they gave up something for something else. That's true victory when it's a win-win for you and a lose-lose for someone else.
All right, y'all. Y'all doing a good job, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. This is going crazy. Okay. Hey, this gonna be a hard decision, what you don't know. But all right, y'all. So this the last one. Who the most chaotic? The chaotic. So Spear, round one. It's on you.
You better bring it, Spill. You better bring it. Donald is bringing it. This is evil Donald. Nah, I'm playing. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all enjoying the show. Yeah. So when it comes to chaos, Darkseid chaos starts with a relentless pursuit of the anti-life equation. I know y'all tired of me saying it all the time, but it's true. It controls all living beings. The quest put him on odds with heroes like Superman and the Justice League. He invades planets and destroys civilizations. He spreads fear, destruction wherever he goes. He has sheer ruthless tactics that make him one of the dangerous villains in the DC universe. His chaos he causes isn't just physical destruction, but psychological impact on heroes in the entire world. Darkseid's Omega Beam, that's another source of chaos. For some that y'all that who knows. If you know, you know. The deadly energy blast can track and disrupt his enemies, making him nearly unstoppable in a battle. His influences extends beyond direct confrontation, manipulates and corrupts others that do the bidding and make them bow down to him. Darkseid uses a bunch of tactics to mess up people and heroes. He could turn people against each other. He adds in psychological warfare because he loves playing games. He creates illusions and scenarios to force the heroes to confront their deepest fears and their insecurities. To me, that's chaotic. If that ain't chaotic, I don't know. I don't know who is. So that's my thing with Darkseid, and I land with that.
All right, let's go.
So chaos is something random, something chaos like it just you can't calculate it at all. Um, that's what chaos is supposed to be. When Secret Wars, right before Secret Wars was happening, there was chaos. It was random sequences of worlds colliding. That seems like chaos. I can't tell you that Doom is random with anything he does. But what he can do is use his intellect. And there's a theory called chaos theory, which is that everything isn't really random. It just appears it. And you have to figure out the sequence. Doom did that. He used chaos theory to actually understand chaos. Something that appears random to others, he made it make sense. And that's how he became God Emperor Doom. He read through the chaos using chaos theory. I don't know if the things that were mentioned before were actually chaos. Sound very calculated to me. There's no randomness. It's just what he wants. It's not random. He has reason behind it. Doom looks at chaos and understands it. Darkseid doesn't.
All right, what's up? Round two.
Spirit, you gotta come with it, bro. You better come with it. Donald is bringing it. You better come on, brother. Represent for Tennessee.
All right, man. Look, I hear you, bruh. I hear you. But I'm gonna say why Doom got me saying Doom. God damn it, Darkseid is more chaotic because his goals are more on a cosmic scale. He wants to conquer and control the entire universe, bringing everything under the hand of his on the palm of his hand, and spread his influence everywhere. His methods are brutal and widespread. Darkseid can just show up in your house and sit on your chair, you wouldn't even know it. It spreads panic and fear amongst everybody around him. Doom, on the other hand, is powerful and dangerous. Yeah, yeah, we know that. But usually his chaos comes from personal and political ambitions. He often focuses on ruling that planet he's on and gaining power for himself, but his plans ain't always about universal domination. So while both supervillains, they both have big ambitions, Darkseid's scope and the scale of things of his chaos make him more universal a threat compared to Doom. Doom is all personal. His personal ambition make his chaos more strategic and focused. Since he's mainly driven by power and control. But Darkseid though, his chaos is more on a more universal level, more world dominance, nothing personal. And that's why I say he's more chaotic.
All right, go ahead, Donald.
So saying the word chaotic over and over again don't actually like get the definition. Like chaos is random. You haven't named me anything random Darkseid does. Because he doesn't. This man's got advisors right next to him. Granny goodness and decide, yes, we should do this. No, my master, we should do this. Like, this is not random. Nor does he try to take anything random and control it. He is after the anti-life equation. That is a math formula. That's not random. Where is the chaos? Show me an actual event that's chaos. No, I think you're looking for the word cosmic. Yes, he is a universal. Yes, he does things on a universal scale. That's great. He should. He's a god. Like, if you, what's the point of being God if you're just looking at one certain place? Hence, when Doom, who was in a chaotic event called going through the collisions of planets at random, deciphering it and controlling the chaos, I named something that was random, and I showed you how Doom harnesses it. Neither one of these characters act in a chaotic way. None. Doom's got his advisors, they're calculated. He is calculated. Doom is calculating. He does that by himself. You don't need advisors. But yeah, he's calculating. So who here can actually take chaos and control it? Understand it? Doom. And we're talking about personal? Darkseid has an obsession with the anti-life equation. What is more personal than an obsession? Why are we trying to make a character with emotions, with desires, some sort of emotionless being? Let's stop that. Let's go with the definitions. We have them. They're here. Chaos. Neither one of them operate in it. Doom harnesses it. Darkseid don't know shit about it. If Darkseid ain't telling him, he don't know shit about it.
Hmm. You
Go
like you
ahead.
like
Round.
oh no,
No,
my bad, bro.
no,
I
no,
ain't
no, no,
mean to
no. Go
cut you
ahead. Go
off.
ahead.
You want some examples, bro. I give you some examples. What about the time Darkseid mind controls Superman against his friends and use his power for evil? This creates a lot of internal conflict with Superman, who fight against control and the guilt of his actions. Or what about the time when he captured Batman in Final Crisis and subject him into insane internal psychological torture, who also used Batman plans against him and the Justice League? So when you talk about chaos, Doom don't have psychological chaos. He just have chaotic plans that strategically, how should I say, he has emotional intelligence with his chaotic plans to try to add fear to everybody. Where Darkseid, what makes him so chaotic and so fearful, he can manipulate people's minds and use psychological warfare. To me, that's more chaotic than anything when you can make somebody regret and have nightmares, even if you out of their trance. and they still thinking about what they done. I haven't known Doom to do anything like that. All I known Doom for is chasing Reed Richards around Europe all day and trying to capture him and destroy them, and plans fail all the time. I don't hear Reed Richards having any type of nightmares about Doctor Doom. I don't even heard any heroes in the Marvel universe have any psychological dreams or fearful of Doom. So I don't know. I don't think that makes him chaotic at all. I think Darkseid adds more chaos if anything, because this is a god. Doom just a mortal with some nice gadgets.
All right, Donald.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for a random act. Like everything you just said was calculated. Oh yeah, he took over Superman's mind. Like, did he do that randomly? No, he's like, I'm gonna take over Superman's mind. Who's in? Yeah, all right, let's do it. Like capturing Batman. That's not random. Yo, Batman is the one superhero that can fuck up my plans. Go get that nigga. That's calculated. That's not chaotic. Like, unless you're just trying to go for PTSD, these are not the words that we should be using. Um, so when I name a random act that Doom harnesses, that's actual chaos. It's using chaos theory to control the chaos. Everything you've named has just been something calculated, and it doesn't work. Like just like Doctor Doom's plans don't work. The only thing is for Darkseid, we don't understand why it doesn't work because you say he has no weaknesses. We understand why Doctor Doom's plan doesn't work. He has ego to the point where when you show storylines where he doesn't have ego, it's a perfect world. There's no problems. All problems are solved because he's gotten rid of his ego. But to use ego, to have ego, and that be your weakness is something that we can relate to. Having too much pride, those seven deadly sins, and then really diving into what would you be like without this. Darkseid hasn't shown us anything chaotic yet. And again, how can you be chaotic when you have advisors right next to you? Like, it sounds like y'all having council meetings. Y'all having council meetings on how to do something. That's not chaotic, my friend. It's called planning.
All right, this gonna be the last one. Go ahead, Spear.
Bro, isn't that the point? Like, isn't that the point to have a council meeting? At least my character got legions of followers that execute his plans very well. I mean, like, Darkseid thrives on creating chaos that erupts in entire civilization, dimensions, and multiverses. Is chaos not random? His chaos not random at all. You said that they're random. It's not random. It's a tool that brings everything under the iron fist order. Like, for instance, him using reverse psychology on East Justice League, scarring everything on Earth population, lingering it for years. Darkseid just doesn't want destruction. He wants complete domination. His chaos is a calculated tool. It's not randomness. There's nothing random with the do. Doom is random, very random. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's behind every little scope of things. He's behind everybody. He's even behind Kane the Conqueror with Kane trying to figure things out. He's going to Doom as his advisor. So again, what's wrong with getting some advisement? Every villain should have an advisor. Kane goes to Doom. Doom, you said Doom don't act long. Yeah. So that's where I land with that.
All right, Donald.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you stated that Doom is actually random, which means it goes to the definition of chaos. Are you fighting for my side now? What are we doing here? Look, I think the words you're trying to use was, the things he uses as a tool was not chaos. It's panic and fear. It's despair. These are the things he uses. Nothing Doom Darkseid does is chaos. It's nothing random. That's the definition of chaos. It's random. And when it comes to Doom, he just learned how to harness it. When are we going to get to a point where we, never mind. I'm not going to do that one. I think at this point, me and my opponent have articulated chaos as much as possible. So I leave the definition to y'all. Acts of randomness. I leave that to y'all. Has my opponent said anything that Darkseid does randomly? No. Have I said what my character does randomly? No. The only difference is one can see chaos and harness it, and the other cannot. Darkseid can't. Doesn't even know what chaos theory is. That's Desaad's department. Desaad has to tell him that. And by the time it gets from Desaad to Darkseid, it's no longer chaos. Because he doesn't use any events of chaos at all. There was nothing, absolutely nothing, in any storyline where there was randomness. I land there.
All right, y'all. Man, this debate was crazy. All right, look, the top 10 people.
This nigga.
Don't we have closing?
Nah, hey,
We don't. Don't we have
like
closing
no.
remarks?
Oh, thank you, Donald. Yeah, yeah. Spirit, do your closing remarks. Donald, do yours, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Go ahead. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry.
Oh, we got closing
Yeah.
remarks. Overall, I'm gonna say this. In conclusion, Darkseid is strategic and all about domination and enslavement, and it spans in an entire multiverse and leaves lasting scars on civilizations and heroes alike. Darkseid is universal, inevitable, and far more devastating than anything Doom can accomplish. This man has his own planet, rules it, has followers, and can bend to anybody to his knee using that Omega beam. So I just land with this. It's a God versus a man. Just use mathematics. A God versus a man. Yes, both villains got the same goal, world domination, but one has God powers and haven't been defeated that much compared to one person who does plan, strategize very well, but plan don't usually work. So God versus a man, you decide.
All right, Donald.
I'm glad my opponent said God versus a man. A God that was handed everything. Didn't really fight for much, just a couple things. Versus a man who went from the slums, a refugee camp, and made himself into a god. These are different scales, my friends. There's one where it's like, okay, you're a god. You're gonna do godly things and try to take over the world and take over the universe. My dude goes step by step by step, grows. He started lower than you were and got to be up there with him. If you want the basic Hamlet story of, oh, my brother betrayed me, you got that from Lion King better than this. Versus a man that came out of the slums and worked his way up into godhood. Then the choice is really yours. Do you want someone more like you that shows you can achieve something even greater than yourself? Or do you want the guy that was handed everything? So, in conclusion, If this was about most powerful or most obsessed, this would be a different debate. But it's not. It's about complexity, depth. It's about evil, choosing to be evil and coming up with a plan and making the people lose either way. It's about chaos, harnessing it, controlling it. This is what Doom does. He achieves all three categories flawlessly because there's no one greater than Doom. I land there.
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. This debate was amazing. And hey, look, Donald Spear, y'all both did great jobs, bro. Man, this gonna be hard. But look,
Why you lying?
Bill, shut your ugly ass up. Thank y'all for coming out. Thank you for this amazing debate. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got until Wednesday. And after Wednesday, on Thursday, when I give the final results, and then that's it. There ain't none after them. So if the top 10 people got into Wednesday to listen to the replays and cast in their votes, and then we go from there. Um, thank y'all
Where can you
both.
cast in the votes?
Just tell me your votes. Like the top 10 people gonna tell me who they got, and then I let people know, and then I'm
Nah,
gonna make a room
what
for
I'm
the
gonna
winner.
do, I'm gonna make a poll. So don't even
Eh,
worry about that. I'm gonna make
No,
a poll for you.
we ain't gonna do just cast me the votes. Then I'm gonna make a room. Then we're gonna do it that way. And then we're gonna roll with it like that. So, all right, y'all. Finna end the room. Thank y'all for coming out. I love y'all. Appreciate that, man. Y'all did an excellent job. Peace.
In the room.